So, one great technique that you can do using baker's twine and our lovely sparkle inks is you're going to be able to create this lovely effect. Now, our Fiona Clayton, master of this technique, she really is, or should I say mistress of this technique, but it really is a fabulous technique. I'm just going to bring this in close so you can actually see. Using the baker's twine with the sparkle inks, you're going to be able to create this. It really is a fabulous way of using it. Now, I'm going to incorporate a lot of those things, all these techniques, all into one. So what I'm going to do is take some of our cardstock. Now we have Nina cardstock on the show, but you can use stamping card, you can use watercolor card, you can use whatever you want, but you're getting the card in the bundle. Now I've taken some of the baker's twine. Now literally I've just cut a piece of the baker's twine off. I've taken one of our gorgeous sparkle liquid inks. Now these are fabulous. Let me just go through these colours because you really do need to see these. Now, anybody who knows me knows I love my sparkle pens, and I really do. But these are our sparkle pens in a liquid form, in a jar. Now you can see, look at that beautiful ultra fine glitter at the bottom there. There is 4 times, is it 4 times? Yes, 4 times as much ink in here than there is in one of the pens, which is fabulous. Now, little way, I'm using the colour that I'm using on this one is the log fire. But in this set of the Cozy Christmas that you're getting, you are getting a beautiful, gorgeous mulled wine. You are getting this gorgeous log fire, and then the last one that you get is the lovely, let me just take that out of the box, is the candlelight. So you've got, I mean, let's just turn that over for a second so that you can actually see those beautiful colours. So it's beautiful, like a mulberry wine, absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to use the log fire for this one. Now what you're going to do is you're going to give it a good shake. Now when I say shake, you've got highly pigmented ink with that ultra fine glitter that's in there as well, and you need to give it a good shake. It's almost like shake to wake, and you can hear the ball bearing at the bottom, like a little shake, a little shake. And that's that doing is mixing that all up together. Now this is where you're going to get mucky. Now you could take a pair of gloves if you wanted. I've opted out for this because I don't mind getting a little bit messy, but you are going to get messy. Just make sure you've got a little wipe to hand. Now literally, I am going to take the baker's twine and I'm going to dip this into my pot of beautiful glitter ink. So let's go down. There we go. We've got a nice bit of pot. Now the trick to this is, and this is the trick, is you need to squeeze out the excess. And like I said, this is when you're going to get a little bit on the mucky side, but hey ho, that's the way to go. Just grab a little tissue or something like that onto there. Now I'm just going to move that to one side for a second, and this is the fun that you're going to have now. So we're going to give it a nice little twirl, and I say twirly feature. We'll give that a twirl, and we're going to just let's pop that just there into the middle. So I'll pop that onto the cardstock, and then what I'm going to do is place on another piece of cardstock onto the top, and you're going to hold that down firmly, and then, and when I say firmly, press down onto it tight. Grab the little end that you may have noticed I had dangling out of the edge and give it a good pull, just like that. Then we're going to put that onto there, and then when we lift off, let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, please. Absolutely beautiful. And depending on how you put this down, you will get different effects. So the wider you go, shall we do it again? Shall we do it again? I love that. Let's just show you one more time. So pop those two to one side. This is when you're getting twofer out of that one. So again, I'm just going to pop that on there. Let's go back in that lovely ink. So pop that. Oh, actually, do you know what I need to do is give it a little shake. Let's just, oops, without trapping your baker's twine in there, Debbie. So give it a little shake around just to mix up that lovely liquid ink with that glitter again, and you're going to get a real beautiful sparkle. I did see in the corner of my eye our lovely Jo dancing and shaking away.
Yes.
Was there.
Cindy's saying messy, great to have the new CC apron. Oh, if you're not aware about the apron in the UK, I might be having you guys in the US got it this week, but I might have some news about that for UK customers next week. It's hiding behind Debbie there. Yeah, I hope you don't get covered in this ink, Debbie.
I might just have to pull that down and have a little play. You are going to get mucky fingers, but seriously, you're going to have so much fun with this technique. So again, just wrap it around, and it doesn't really matter how you do this. You're going to get different. In fact, do you know what? Let's go a little bit. Let's go a little bit different. Let's go a little bit wiggly. Now again, let's pop that down onto the top. So I'm going to sandwich that in between. Don't forget you've got 3 colours to choose from here. Hold that down firmly and give it a good old yank. Ooh, give that a pull out and let's have a look. I'm dying to have a look at this. Oh, hallelujah. Look at that. You're getting 2 for again. Literally, it's the most amazing technique. The fun that you're going to have with the kids. And this is just a little bit of baker's twine with the inks, with the cardstock, and you're going to be able to make a card with it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Look at all these that I've got to choose from. And I just can't tell you which one I want to go with, because these are the ones that I made earlier as well. But look at this one. I love it. In fact, you know what? I might go with that one. See what I mean about this technique? The different ways that you're going to get each and every time. No 2 are going to look alike. Absolutely depend. I love that. It looks like a tulip. Is that not tulip? What's that word?
Is it a canna lily?
Oh, a lily, yes. Oh, it does. Yes, it does. I'm so excited. I can't believe I've actually created a calla lily without little effort. But I'm going to choose this one. So I've taken a piece of cardstock. I've actually used some of that gorgeous textured cardstock from the 8x8 paper pad that we had on in the 5x5, Joe. I've chosen a couple of colours because I think these just complement that beautiful log fire that I've used. It's got that beautiful reddy orangey tone. Oh, Debbie, make sure you get it on properly. But how easy was it to do that technique? Absolutely fabulous. I'm going to just place that on the top. I'm going to pop a little matten layer just on the top using this gorgeous bright yellow from that same paper pad. Literally, yeah, oh, it's just beautiful. Look at the gorgeous colours. It actually is the colour of my craft room, these 2 colours. Very bright. I'm a very bright girl. I really like my bright things. I'm just going to place this on the back as well. I'm going to use a tape pen, which... Oh, me and my tape pens today. I've run out again. Look at this. You always know when you get to the end. I'm blaming Sarah and Leanne for this because I've been picking theirs up and using theirs. I'm going to have to get a stash. I really am before I leave today. But literally pop that on. And again, let's place this into the middle. Do you know what? Before I do, I'm going to get some of this baker's twine because there's some more baker's twine on the show today. There's a beautiful bright one as well that's on the show. And I'm going to have a little technique where I'm just going to wrap it around my card and have a nice little wrap around instead of a ribbon. Hey, look, I like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let me grab a pair of scissors. Let's take that off. And let's then mount this onto the top of... Oh, I'm liking this, Joe. I'm liking this. But do you know what? It's missing something. It's missing a sentiment. I need a little sentiment on here. Now, as if by magic, and I'll just place that to one side for the time being. It's almost like we planned it. But we have this beautiful sentiment set that comes with the bundle, and it's that lovely for a special friend. So you've got the friend being the fancy font die, and then you've got all these stamps, and Joe's touched on a few. I just think these are absolutely beautiful. For a special friend, reaches for your hand and touches your heart. That is a beautiful sentiment. Friend, look at this. Difficult to leave and impossible to forget. Again, truly beautiful sentiments there in those stamps version as well. But literally so easy to use. We are going to die cut one of these out. Let me grab my plate and pop that on there. And I'm using some black. I've already pre-cut one in a piece of that lovely textured cardstock as well. But let's just run that through the machine. Place that on. And we're going to just run that through and then add that lovely sentiment. Absolutely fabulous, gorgeous font as well on this. This is just being designed perfectly to work together. You've got the baker's twine, you've got those lovely sparkle inks, and I've not touched on some of the techniques. Literally, Let's place this just on there and we'll take that out. Let's take the tape off, pop that sentiment out. Look how gorgeous that sentiment is. That font is fabulous. So let me bring my card back in. I've already pre-cut one in orange as well because I'm going to have a little shadow effect with this. So I think, let me use my dotty tape pen for a moment. Just pop that on the top there. And I'm going to have a little drop shadow. When I say a drop shadow, in fact, tell you what, I'll put this on first. Let's get this one on first, the orange one. Let's pop that onto my card. There we go. And where shall we have that? We'll have that just going across that twine. And we'll have that running along the bottom. There we go. And then I'm going to take that black one and just give it a little tiny drop shadow, which means I'm just dropping it down a little bit so that it gives a little bit of a shadow effect just over that sentiment. I quite like that. Absolutely fabulous. And then I'm going to add one of the sentiments there as well, that stamp sentiment for a special. And I'm just going to use my glue gun just to pop a bit of glue just on the back there. And let's place that just on the top. And there we go. For a special friend on that beautiful technique that you can use. I just think simple, beautiful, effective, but really very easy to do.